Okay, let's unpack this. Today we're diving into a really critical topic for leaders.
Mm.
It's about how we support our airmen. They're facing intense pressures, operational, digital, emotional, and often they just don't have the tools to process it all. So our mission here for this deep dive is to give you clear, practical tools. Tools to lead with purpose, empathy, and real care.
Yeah, and what's really fascinating looking at the sources is this profound internal war. So many airmen are fighting it against despair, sometimes shame, even a loss of identity. So this session, this dive, it's really designed to help you as a frontline leader to see things more clearly and ultimately lead more intentionally.
Absolutely. Let's start with a metaphor our sources brought up, this idea of clay and orbits. Think of an airman as a clay. What the research suggests is that many young airmen kind of get molded by these social containers.
hmm
Things like maybe the nonstop pressure of Instagram or maybe a party scene or even that hyper-masculine culture where you can't show weakness.
Right, like the clay just takes on whatever shape is around it, even if it's destructive. But the goal isn't to be shapeless, it's to be intentionally shaped by good habits, positive surroundings, like a useful clay water pitcher, something designed to hold value, to pour out love and support.
Exactly. And that connects right into resiliency, doesn't it? Two types we need to talk about.
hmm There's short-term resiliency first. That's your daily disciplines, like maintaining the clay day to day. Diet as fuel, not just food. Exercise, huge for mood and mental clarity. And sleep. One source really hit this home. Sleep is mission critical. It's not a weakness to need rest.
Okay, daily maintenance. Got it. What's the other type?
That's the long-term resiliency. This is more foundational repair. It's about the quality of the clay itself. Areas like faith, family stability, getting finances under control, the actual work culture. So as a leader, you have to figure out, am I seeing a surface level stress reaction? Like, are they just tired? Or is this a deeper crack? Is something fundamental broken?
That distinction is so important. So if we suspect it's deeper, how do we help them break free from, those unhealthy cycles?
Ah, yeah, this is where the orbital change model comes in. It's a really interesting visual.
Okay, lay it out for us.
Picture someone stuck in an orbit, a loop around habits driven by dopamine. That quick hit, right? It could be binging video games, excessive drinking, porn, maybe even workaholism. And these orbits are reinforced by trigger maybe shame, boredom, stress.
Okay, so they're stuck in this negative loop. How do they break out?
It takes a really deep why, a powerful reason. One source said vanity fails, but purpose lasts. So the why can't be shallow, like I want to look good. It has to be anchored in something meaningful. Maybe I want to be truly present and active in my kids' lives.
So find the deep purpose. Then what?
Then, as a leader, you become an orbit breaker. You help them see the trap, and you guide them to set what the model calls stage thrusters. These are small, realistic goals, smart goals. Maybe, okay, just 1 week with no energy drinks, or I'll walk for 20 minutes 3 times this week. Small steps.
Okay, small steps build momentum.
Exactly. And the moons are the positive side effects that start showing up. Better focus, maybe deeper friendships, more energy. You're essentially helping them shift from that frantic dopamine orbit to a healthier serotonin-powered orbit, one built on lasting satisfaction and peace.
That makes a lot of sense. Shifting orbits. Okay, so they're working on that. How do we talk to them effectively during this communications key, right?
Absolutely crucial. Our sources point out 3 main types of communication leaders need to master. There's productive communication that's giving help, guidance, maybe step-by-step instructions.
Okay, like task-oriented help.
Right. Then there's emotional communication. This is all about empathy, support, really listening to their challenges.
Like being there, letting them talk.
Exactly. And the third is social communication, building connections, community, just those casual conversations that build rapport.
Productive, emotional, social.
Got it.
Got it. Any specific techniques?
Yes, a really powerful one is looping to understand. It's a cycle. First, you listen actively, then you clarify or ask questions to make sure you understand. Then you reflect or paraphrase what you heard back to them. And finally, you confirm, did I get that right? And get feedback.
Listen, clarify, reflect, confirm.
The trick is figuring out their primary need before you jump in. Do they need advice? Do they just need to vent or feel connected? And some pro tips. Sit side by side, not face-to-face, less confrontational. Ask open-ended questions. What's been going on? And don't rush to fill the silence. Let them process. Sometimes the most important stuff comes out in the quiet.
That's really good advice. Especially vital when we're dealing with the tough stuff. Our sources highlighted what they call the 6 frontline battles Airmen face.
Yeah, these are serious issues. Drugs, sexual assault, domestic violence, suicide, pornography, and disaffiliation, the feeling of just checking out.
So as leaders, step one is recognizing those warning signs,
Yeah.
right? Like emotional withdrawal, maybe being late all the time, isolation, seeming hopeless, work performance dropping off.
hmm And that leads directly into the six-step leader action plan from the sources. It's practical guidance. First, observe the behavior. Maybe start with, hey, I've noticed you haven't seemed yourself lately. Gentle observation.
Okay, observe first. Then,
Step two, initiate a private conversation. Find a quiet place. Wanted to check in, see how you're doing. Third, correct without shame. This is crucial. Maybe something like, look, this version of you isn't the one I know you can be. I believe in you. Focus on potential, not just the problem.
correct without shame. Important. What's next?
Fourth, refer early. Don't try to be the hero and fix everything yourself. Connect them with resources, chaplain, mental health, ADC, whatever fits. Fifth, protect and document. Follow procedures, ensure safety, keep appropriate records. And finally, sixth, follow up personally. A simple, just checking in, still here, still care, goes a long way. Remind them you're not your worst day.
Observe, initiate, correct, refer, protect, follow up. It's a commitment, really.
It absolutely is. It's about walking alongside them.
And, that idea of walking alongside someone, that commitment, it brings us to the leadership virtues mentioned in the material,
Yeah.
particularly drawing from Catholic leadership principles, but broadly applicable wisdom. 4 key virtues came up.
Right. There's strength, which is really about fortitude, grit, resilience. Then purity, meaning integrity, being the same person in public and private. Authenticity.
Strength, purity.
Third is authority, but exercised as humble servant leadership, using your position to lift others up, not dominate. And fourth, compassion, that deep, genuine concern. It's about accompaniment, truly caring.
Strength, purity, authority, compassion. How do these help specifically?
Well, these virtues actually counteract some of the toxic leadership styles you sometimes see, especially under pressure. They make leadership sustainable for you and for your team. There's something magnetic about virtue-centered leadership. And this kind of spiritual or character fitness, it really undergirds mental and physical fitness. It's all connected. Leadership fundamentally is about forming whole, healthy, virtuous airmen ready for whatever they face.
So wrapping this up, thinking about everything we've covered, what's the big takeaway for you as a leader listening right now? This deep dive, I think it really shows that leading effectively today isn't just about getting the mission done,
No, it's much deeper. It's about intentionally forming resilient, healthy, virtuous people. People ready for today's fight, inside and out.
which leaves us with a question for you to consider.
How will you take these insights, the clay, the orbits, the communication tools, the action plan, the virtues, how will you use them? How will you guide your teammates with both courage and care? Remember that line from our sources. You were not made to fit into this broken world. You were made to shape it. So go forward. Shape it with courage and conviction.